What's up, nerds? Here's Brandon. He's going to give us his red hybrid deck profile.
Alright, so if you guys have been watching the channel for a while, it's basically kind of the same deck. You've just added some new cards, some new support. So starting with our Digitama, we do play 4 of the BT15 Koromon. It's really nice. It draws a card whenever a security is checked. Very nice. Of course, the best level 3s in the deck, just like last time, are going to be your Takuyas. We do play 4 and 4 of each one. This one's your memory setter. Very good. It allows you to confirm warp evos a lot of the time. It's very nice. And then the inheritable, if you're 10k or higher and you check a security, you get 2 extra memory, which is also very nice because it pays for itself. This is your best Takuya. It's your warp evo Takuya. Tuck 5 hybrids from trash underneath him. You get a warp into a Burning Greymon. Of course, you could also not evo into Emperor Greymon and go straight into like a level 4. So you can go tuck 5 underneath and then go into a level 4, which happens sometimes. It's very good. And then if you're 10,000 or higher, you get security check +1 as an inheritable. Also very nice. Level 3s, the actual level 3s this time. We do play 4 of the BT12 Flamemon. This one's on play, ditch a hybrid to draw 2. It's very good draw power in this deck. You definitely need it, and it also helps fuel your trash for the Takuya. And then the inheritables +2000 DP, very good. Then we run a full 4 of the BT12. I'm sorry, BT7, not BT12. That's the BT12. BT7. On play, it reveals 4, and then you could grab a Takuya or a hybrid, which is actually kind of bad because you're only grabbing 1 card. But his inheritable is the best because on deletion you get to play Takuya for free. So that's why we play him as a 4 of. Same as last time. Next, I did bump this down. It is now only a 2 of. This is the original Flamemon, the BT4. On play, reveal top 3, grab a hybrid, grab a tamer. Very good. Next are the flex spots. There's 4 flex spots total. You can kind of play however you feel. I run currently 2 Gatsumon. This is for decks that play cards through an effect. If you're not really running into that in your meta, you can cut it for the Flamemon with Piercing. I would recommend that card. It's a very good card, but currently I'm not running it. And then last but not least, 2 Ukamon. Ukamon just lets you turbo stuff out because its main effect is your turn, once per turn, when a Digimon is moved from the breeding, you get a memory and you get a hatch. So because this deck is already generically really fast, you can get 2 security off your opponent turn 2 just by having this guy. Plus that extra memory can come up. So that's why I play 2 of him. If you wanted to, you could probably cut the Gatsu, but I don't think I'd cut this. This card is very good. Moving on to the level 4s, we do play 4 of the BT12 Agunimon. This is your best level 4 to Evo on top of your Digimon, not your Tamers, because his on-deletion inheritable is to play a Takuya for free, which is very good. You can play multiple Takuyas. His on-deletion on the field is to play a Flamemon suspended from your hand for free. So you can start looping this guy. It's really nice. And then, of course, he evos on top of Burning Greymon for 1, and he can evo on top of Takuya specifically for 2. So, next, we run a full 4 of the BT12, Burning Greymon. This guy is probably your best Burning Greymon to evo on top of your BT12 Takuya because he gives himself 2000 DP when he Digivolves. So he'll hit the 10,000 DP threshold because your Takuya is also giving you 10,000. So you can evo into him, swing with your Takuya, and it's free. His inheritable is also 2000 DP, which also comes up, and he evos on top of Agunimon for 1. So if you have to do this, it's only 1 memory, which is also pretty good. And of course, evos on top of Takuya for 2. Next, I'm currently only running 2 copies of the BT7 Burning Greymon. Evos on top of any level 4 for 1, evos on top of the level 3 for 3, but you're using it for the hybrid effect to evo on top of any tamer for 2. And then when digivolving, if you have a hybrid or Takuya in source, you can pop something with 4000 DP or less. The pop effect does come up sometimes, but honestly, you're usually just using him as a hybrid. That's it for level 4s right now. Next, one of the best cards in the deck, hands down, period. It's Aldemon. 4 copies of BT7 Aldemon. When Digivolving, if you have a Tamer in source, you can Evo for 1, which is super good. And then he gives himself 4,000 DP. So natively, he's already 12. And then add all your DP buffs and inheritables from there, and you're kosher. You're never going to have to worry about DP in this deck. And then his inheritable is the best inheritable this deck has. You just straight up get a Delicate Plan as an inheritable, so no option cards get triggered in security. That card literally just wins so many games. Next, we have our level 6s. 3 copies of Emperor Greymon from BT12. Security check +1. When Digivolving, if it's on top of a Tamer stack, you're going to pop anything as big as him. And like we just said, DP is not a problem. But if it's on top of a naturally built stack without a Tamer in the source, you only pop a 6,000. That doesn't come up, though. Never comes up. On deletion, you're going to play a Takuya from trash or hand. So if you have a Tamer in his source, you can actually just recur the same Takuya, which is very nice. So this guy really powers through security really quickly. Next, only 1 copy of the Blitz Emperor. The Blitz Emperor is just here as like a game ender. When Digivolving Blitz, and then your turn, once per turn, when this Digimon is blocked, he will unsuspend himself, and you'll gain a memory for every hybrid in the source. So if your opponent is forced to block, that will basically end their turn. You get to keep going, basically. Next, 1 Marsbon. You don't even have to run this card. It didn't come up tonight, like, at all. Anytime I saw it, I just didn't use it. I'd probably cut it just for like another level 4 or something like that. But I bought 4 alt-arts and I wanted to use it. So he has Raid and he has Blitz. And then once per turn, when his attack is redirected, he'll unsuspend and you'll gain a memory for every red Tamer. So there is synergy. If you want to tech it, you can. I didn't end up liking it though. So then of course the 1 Blitz Omni. It's a game ender. If you have Blitz Omni and you have your level 6s, like you're usually killing them. It's very good. Next, option cards. 2 Atomic Inferno. Security check +1, 3,000 DP if you're a hybrid, and if your opponent's forced to block, gain 3 memory. And then the security effect, extra security for your entire board for the entire turn. Very nice. Next, 2 Crimson Blaze. I thought these were going to come up more. I don't think I ever used it once. Maybe that's just the matchups I had, but I'm considering cutting these for just bigger removal. Maybe something that's a little more focused on bigger stacks. I hard lost like really bad to Venusmon tonight, and if this would have been hard removal, I could have at least killed one of the Venusmons. So Crimson Blaze is good, but I wasn't feeling it. And then the one of Grab Crush. It's Grab Crush. You get 2 memory. End of your turn, you lose 2 memory. But you're only ever using it when you're killing them. When you're ending the game, this is when you Grab Crush. So, real easy deck. Simple. It's red hybrid. You do red hybrid things. It's not a complicated deck. You build your big stacks. You have Aldemon in your sources, and you just win. So that's what you're aiming for. That's what you're going for. But yeah, super simple.